Yo, what's up guys, it's Craig and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn The Frozen Wilds. Now, in our last video we actually ventured away from the cut for the first time and we went and got a miscellaneous trophy that we needed. In today's episode it's going to be a little bit more on the shorter side as compared to the other videos, and we're going to be doing a lot of different side stuff in this video. So it's mainly going to be inventory management. We're also going to head back to Greycatch and we're going to get the modification that we missed. So I did a bit of research on that and I think it's going to be beneficial for us to try and get that. I believe there's quite a few unique modifications in this DLC that you can get, so I want to make sure that by the time we've finished it that we at least got one of them. So we'll go back and get that. I also want to get a trophy in this episode as well. So I alluded to it a little bit in one of the previous episodes. I said that we needed 2 more Bluegleam to be able to get our bow. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to get another 2 pieces of Bluegleam and then we'll be able to get our bow, we'll get the trophy. And like I say, it's just kind of a little bit of a filler episode really, just to break up all of the questing and stuff, and also maybe to give you guys a few tips as well if I think something will be beneficial. So I think we're going to start by fast travelling to Greycatch, if I can remember where it was. It's here, isn't it? Right, so we're going to go into Greycatch and we're going to go and get that mod. So, yeah, catch you guys in a sec. Right, so we need to go back into the Greycatch and we should be able to find... I wonder what's in there, actually. That's pretty cool. Okay. Sorry, going on a little diversion there. Yeah, so when we initially did the Greycatch, I was kind of aware that there was a unique modification in here, but I wasn't really sure of how we got to it. Basically, I'd read that there was unique modifications in the DLC, and I'd heard that one was locked behind a puzzle. Because I was kind of doing it blind, we sort of missed it, and I alluded at the end of the video and said it would have been nice to have got it. But I decided, yeah, we might as well just go back and get it, and then that way you guys can obviously do the same. It's kind of annoying that I didn't get it the first time round, but we're going to make sure we get it anyway. So, if you guys do want it and you're watching this video before the video where I actually did do the Greycatch mission, then maybe you'll get it that way. If not, if you just follow this walkthrough, we're going to run right through as quick as we can and get it. I'm just trying to remember what way to go now. It's been a little while since we did this mission. I'm wondering actually if the Snapmaws are going to respawn. I'd prefer if they didn't. I don't think we went across that way, did we? It was over here somewhere. So yeah, in reality it hasn't been that long since we did this mission, but it feels like ages ago, so I guess it's been quite a few days for me now, technically. I could have potentially made a jump cut just to where the mod actually is, but I suppose it probably wouldn't be so helpful for anyone watching along, because you're going to want to see what way you need to go, especially if obviously you've already completed the mission like I have. It's really annoying actually, because it was incredibly obvious where it was and I still somehow missed it, so it says a lot about my attention to detail sometimes. Yeah, basically when you completed that puzzle, it opened up an area that I didn't actually see. God, this is terrible. I can't remember how to get back down here. What did I do? Is it? Oh no, wait. Didn't I jump over something over here, maybe? Ah, yeah. Down here, wasn't it? I don't think the Snapmaws have respawned, which is a positive. Even if they had, I don't think I'd be fighting them. I'd probably just try and run past them, but I mean, I suppose the experience is beneficial, right? But right, let's go over here. And once we have picked it up, guys, I'm not going to run you the whole way back through this area. I'll probably just make a cut, and then once I get to a campfire, we will fast travel and continue with the episode. Oh. I was going to say, that didn't sound too positive, but I realise it's just a puzzle we completed, so hopefully we should just be able to run through. I'd be very surprised if we had to do the puzzle again. But yeah, as you can see, when we did complete the puzzle, this door, there's a massive gaping door that you can barely miss, opened up, and I didn't realise. So once again, guys, that's a mistake on my part, and I do apologise. But we got it now, right? So that's the main thing. And then if you come right through here, you're going to see we have a nice little purple box here. Oh, and an audio log as well. So that's one that we would have missed. So let's pick that up. What is that? Let's play it.
See? Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? And could we sample that or totally? Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
Okay, so that's another data point. And then in here, you're going to see we have a drummer's weapon coil. Let's have a look, see what it is. The drummer's weapon coil. It's going to give us 51% freeze, which is absolutely massive. As you can see, the highest we had up until then was 43. That's obviously, we might have stronger ones on our bow. But yeah, 51% freeze, that makes it basically like a top tier modification. And you can tell it's unique by those little yellow markers on it. So that is going to be the first half. And then what I'll do, guys, I'll make a cut here. And I will jump back when we actually get into some more action. Okay, guys, so we've made our way out of the Greycatch. And you're going to see after doing that, we fast travelled here to this campfire because that's going to put us in the perfect position to pick up a blue gleam here. And then, of course, we're only going to need one more, but we'll pick up these three as well as they're all close together. Finally, then we'll be able to head down the mountain and we'll be able to check in with this merchant here to complete our episode. So the first thing I want to do before I even click the blue gleam is I want to equip the new modification that we've just got. And I want to speak a little bit about modifications as well, just to help you guys out a bit. So you're going to see my shadow sling is all specced out at the moment for freeze damage. So what we're going to want to do is take the weakest one off, which will probably be this one. Because it doesn't do, this one obviously gives us a little bit of corruption as well, which is nice. And then we're going to put our new one on as well, which is going to massively boost our frost damage, which is absolutely incredible. It's also going to give us a little bit of shock damage as well. So it's a really, really good modification. So I've kind of explained on it or touched upon it in other episodes, but you want to make sure if you know you're going to be fighting something that's doing fire damage or whatever, and it's like specifically weak to freeze, you want to make sure that you're speccing out your weapons just to make your life easier, especially on ultra hard. That's really, really going to help you. So also we're going to see with our spear, I think we've got a spare slot here, and there you go, you can see I've missed that. So at the moment we're doing plus 17%, but if we stick this one on as well, we're going to get another plus 19% to our spear damage. So it's worth checking these things and just making sure that you are optimized to deal with whatever threat is going to face you. As you can see, the Shadow Hunter bow at the moment is spec towards fire. Normally I would advise switching that back straight after, because then that way if you are fighting humans and stuff with your hardpoint arrows, you're going to want to make sure, that you've got that extra bit of damage and stuff as well. So just keep an eye on these things. I think it's definitely worth it just to make sure that you're using the modifications you want. Obviously from the last video, as you can see, we had our corruption damage massively enhanced on our Lodge Warbow. But just make sure you're keeping track of it and you're switching them back, because it's going to make your life easier. And remember, you can quite easily change these things mid-battle and stuff as well. So if you're fighting something and you don't feel like you're doing enough damage, make sure you know that you're coming into the crafting menu and you're playing around with your modifications. Of course, to do this though, you are going to need that skill called Tinker. So Tinker's obviously the one that enables you to take them on and off. So the quicker you can get this skill, probably the better, because it's really beneficial, especially for ultra hard. And the second thing that I just wanted to touch on, guys, as well, is crafting. So in terms of carry capacity and ammo and stuff as well, you want to make sure that you're keeping these well upgraded. I just realised you can't actually upgrade ammo, but you can upgrade how much obviously that you can hold. So say with your hunter bow here, you're going to see I need 125 metal shards, 1 boar skin and 1 rabbit bone. If you make sure that you're continuously killing animals, which you should be doing anyway, you're going to always have these resources at your disposal. I believe you can even get them in treasure boxes and stuff as well. So just, you know, make sure with these that you are keeping everything upgraded, because it's going to make your life a lot easier. As you can see, this is going to increase my hunter bow quiver capacity to 50. So I'm on 40 at the moment. I'm going to be able to hold 50 arrows. That's obviously going to be easier for me because I'm going to be running out of ammo less, and I'm not going to have to craft on the fly as much. So make sure, like I say, that you are keeping these upgraded. We're going to see if we can do any more here. Outfits isn't really beneficial to me, to be honest with you, or traps. But you're going to see with a sharp shot, I wouldn't mind getting that one. So I need to get a rabbit skin. So I'm going to be on the hunt for one of those, and the next time I see one, we will upgrade that, etc. So yeah, just make sure you're doing that. It's going to make your life a little bit easier. Just keep an eye on them, see what you actually need. Once you can get them up to about level 3 or 4, once again, you're not really going to have to craft as much because you're always going to have an abundance of ammo. Anyway, guys, I've waffled on about that stuff a little bit too much now. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I'm giving some nice informative tips for you, basically. So let's go and find where these blue gleams are. So here's one. Pick that up. And then we're going to head down the mountain and we're going to go and get the other 3. That's probably going to be a bit too steep. Let's not do that. Let's go down this way. There we go. What is that? Is that a goat? Yeah, so obviously, like I say, just keep an eye out for that wildlife. Which is what we're going to be doing if we see any, but I don't think we're going to. Oh, shield weaver saving my life again when I'm making crazy jumps that I probably shouldn't be doing. Full health, but once again, that's another thing as well, actually, with health. Make sure you're always picking it up. I've stressed the importance of that in other episodes, but make sure you're upgrading your pouch early on and you're getting as much health as well, because you're really going to need that on this difficulty. Looks like they're over here. Yeah, I mean, the enemies hit really hard, so the more health you've got, the more of a better position you're going to be in, because you've got reserves that you can call upon in the middle of battle. And there we go, I can see 3 blue gleams. So 1. That's going to be enough for us to get the bow we want now. If you've been following my walkthrough up until now, you'll have enough anyway to get one of the cheaper bows, but I just specifically wanted to get that bow to begin with. But you might actually end up getting this trophy before me. It depends on what you want to spend your shards on, basically. Spend your blue gleam on, sorry. So we're going to make our way back down the hill, and we have actually come across this merchant before, I believe. We've seen him once or twice, but we've never actually purchased anything from him. However, he is going to give us a trophy, which is fantastic. So let's talk to him. Another quick tip as well, guys. I don't believe that they have it in the DLC, but in the base game, you can get a free treasure box off of every single merchant you come across, so they're definitely worth picking up. And where are we? Does he actually sell it? Yes, he does. So we are going to get the Banuk Striker Bow, and then once we purchase this, that is going to give us the trophy. There we go, First Bluegleam Trade. Excellent. So we're going to stick this one on as well. Fantastic. And there we go, guys. We're all done. So all I need to do now is obviously add my modifications onto it, depending on what I want to spec it out to. So let's have a look, actually. Quickly stick those on now. So we're probably just going to want to get our damage ones on, I think, to begin with. So we'll stick 1 on, 2 on, and 3 on. And then there you see we've got a much more powerful bow now. I think it's considerably better than the one we had. But anyway, guys, that is going to end our episode today. So thank you for joining me, and I hope this episode has been useful. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one.